right here, Alla, and you see Al Horford on the floor for the first time, Josh Richardson. What is the first thing that comes to your mind as Ben Simmons goes straight to
his team? And if they can add some toughness on the defensive end as well, opponents better watch out.
How huge this Sixers team is, and when you think about that, Alla, in terms of spacing, oh wow, Horford right there.
Absolutely, and it's going to take some time. The advantage is, though, having a guy like Al Horford who's not only done it before, but knows how to do it efficiently as they knock that ball on offense, because we need him to step up offensively this year. Great pass.
Ben Simmons going to get some love from the fans as he throws that one down.
And how are you able to anticipate unless you've seen it before? So I think that's where the experience comes. Ben, still a work in progress, but you like where he's going with that. Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers used to do it. Now, we don't want to go back 25 years to the way that was played, but he posted up, got some advantages, and put shooters around. Well, he certainly has to make himself accountable.
Well, James Ennis III checking in the T-Skyball as we were talking there. Ben shots. Ben has accounted for 13.
Andrew Nicholson.
James Ennis.
Well, I think he's always been a guy who's appreciative of his surroundings and what he's been able to do. Good defense. That's the third time.
Exactly what he said, because Matisse had plenty of times guarding him, and it was a scrimmage, and you could see he was frustrating Ben a little bit, but that's exactly what you want.
And that's the best compliment.
To get his shot off quicker, and he said he wanted to make sure he was staying low on defense as well.
Well, the Sixers so active on that exchange. Horford's coming up with the tip of the steal.
As well, and potentially tonight, as you've got Trey Burke, and you've also got the Sixers who added Raul Neto, and a lot of talk about what's going to happen.
Cool point guard, pass first kind of guy, drives in and gets it inside. The key with him is staying healthy. Missed almost half of the games as T-Ball not.
I gotta say, my favorite Mike Scott moment this summer had to have been the Nerf battles. If you had to see, you did some Nerf battles with some kids, and the young kids were ganging up on him.
Ruthless. The workman-like mentality that he brings day in and day out. One of those guys, the old cliche, first in, last to leave. That's Josh Richardson.
Joel also said he thinks it's going to take over 60 wins to get that #1 seed. Thinks that they can get there. He's got goals again of being the defensive player of the year.
Then you have the answer to when Joel is out of the game. The defense with Joel has been incredible. When he's out the game, it's been slight. But now Al Horford is in the game, as well as maybe in history. But, you know, we don't have to necessarily hunt threes for him. We have a lot of capable guys. And this guy, to me, is an ultimate compliment to the players that's in his 76ers uniform. And his age, he's not a guy that has injuries. You can help make up for mistakes.
Ben Simmons checking back in here at the Wells Fargo Center, where the Sixers are playing the Guangzhou Lions in their preseason.
That's what he does. Second chance opportunities, crashes the boards, physicality.
Okay, Mike Scott, we see you. We see you over there.
Sixers getting out and running.
So high with Tobias, Al Horford, and Joel. When teams go small, let's rewind. My only question was with that side of the front court. When teams do go small, is Tip out of shape. I think he'll be ready.
And I think his IQ, too, gets him through, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
You know, the times where his body There's a lot of pluses to it, and you've seen some of it with Tybolt's game.
You know what else is going to be neat with him is he's got quite the hobby of photography. So he's already, as Ben Simmons just
done before, and no offense, you probably never see again. So for the Philly fans to come out, I think it just shows their excitement around this.
Speaking of Ben Simmons, something interesting that he had said on Media Day, Alla, was that he felt like he was too worried last year. Right on cue.
Mark or anybody else, Philadelphia media, national media, that stuff doesn't matter. None of us have to walk in your shoes, whether you're Ben or JoJo. Both guys, who advice to him or any other player is the moment, and it worked for me, the moment you stop thinking about your trials and tribulations, but worry about your team, I think that'll bode well for you moving forward as Nicholson knocks down a jumper.
And that reminds me, as Ben Simmons goes to the cup again.
I can. But then it's to go out there and know what is actually required of you, and then whether or not you're willing to do it and can do it. I think Ben right now is finding that, and look at the joy he has. They want him to shoot it.
And he does. Ben Simmons shoots the three. The fans.
Shaka Smart, that year St. Joe's went on to win the A-10.
He actually played with 2012, so he knows a couple of the guys that are on the Sixers.
I think his problem, like a lot of old school bigs, is that he's a back to the back.
Talk about,
yeah, there is.
right?
He's so important.
He is, and talking so much about him being an absolute gym rat, Tobias Harris, working out with him. And
abundantly clear where he wants you to be, but getting back to your spacing, I think another thing that Ben really benefits from is we see Nicholson going to work with his
much, and that was so much talked about last season that things are going to be different this year, and that should, hello, right on cue.
They don't want to ruffle your feathers. I've been around you when you're angry. It's not pretty. Oh.
Okay, Josh Richardson. And when we see some of these guys, we can talk about a wing tournament that is going to be going on during training camp. He's ready to do.
Well, that's how he plays, too. I mean, he's already got himself the typical offensive rebound as Tebow hits another jump. Passers have this. As the ball is coming to you, you already see where you want to send it to. Kyle O'Quinn ready on that play.
Very nice move.
Wow, he's asserted himself 16 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the field.
So we're seeing Furkan.
Defensive effort from this team. Furkan, one of the shooters out there along with Shake in this fivesome.
And speaking of Furkan, one of the things.
And with that comes confidence. He's still 6'8", which you can't teach, and he can still stroke the jumper. So I expect a better defender than people give him credit for. He focuses his jump shooting, but I think there's more to him as Nicholson comes in.
You know, and one of the things that Shake Mills, Brett Brown said that he reminds him of an Avery Bradley type. I wanted to get your thoughts to see if
Jonah one-on-one in the post.
Speaking of Jonah, the thing that he told me that he learned most from last season was attention to detail, especially in the playoffs, that the attention to detail is so extreme and that's what differentiates players from other players and teams. And Shayok getting some time here. I've come to learn that his nickname.
With the JoJo, with the Ben, with the Al Horford, this is what I expect of you and of you. So moving, thinking about it, they're thinking about it too because it hurts so darn much. And you want to not ignore that. You want to acknowledge it.
I'm excited to see how Zaire Smith bounces back this year because one of the things that he said is that, look, honestly, it feels like
Zaire, I mean, just looking at him now, I never saw that body all last season, which tells you that it took so much out of him being late.
And you mentioned Norvell Pell, and by the way, Brett Brown is with you on that one because that was also what he said, but I'm sure that's what most coaches are going to say. Norvell Pell coming up through, that's going to make things interesting, or other types of calls that I didn't just list. And how to initiate a challenge. The team must call a legal time. He is open to it. You know, it's going to take some working out and figuring out of kinks, and he said that they have kind of have a committee with a nice little alley-oop pass there. Sure, you can understand a theme. Defense and knock down those shots.
Well, we talked about it. How are you going to get minutes? You're going to hustle.
One of the things that I liked that Al Horford has said at some point over the course of the past couple of weeks is that the good thing about, but for any profession, right, just being able to adapt, but that's something that they need this year.
Well, and the landscape of the NBA almost, I mean, it demands it because there are so many styles of play, so many different. Seen it.
Absolutely. And by the way, I went over to the Delaware Blue Coats facility.
Nice play.
The 76ers.
Nice championship, too.
Look at him now. And the Philadelphia 76ers.